Today we're going to look at three-digit addition. Our first vocabulary word is addend. Addend means the numbers that are added together. So if you look, 4 and 3 are the addends. Sum. Sum means the answer to an addition problem. 7 is the sum of 4 plus 3. When a problem asks what is the sum, then you know you need to add. Regrouping. Regrouping is when I take these 10 ones and I rearrange it into a new group. I take these 10 ones and I make a 10 stick. That is called regrouping. Total, altogether, these words tell us to add. If you see these words in a problem, then it tells you to add. Let's look at three-digit addition. First thing you need to do is make sure your numbers are written where they are lined up. So I have my ones, my tens, and my hundreds all lined up. Then I'm going to draw my picture. Starting with the top number, I see that I have 7 ones, so I need to draw 7, 3, 4, I have 7 in the ones column, and I have 5 tens, and I have 4 hundreds. Then I build the bottom number because I see I have 2 lines with my addition problem. That means I need to draw both pictures. So here's 1 line, 2 line. That tells me I need to draw both numbers. So here I've drawn my top number, and now I need to draw this number. So now I see that I have a 1 in the ones. I have 3 tens and 2 hundreds. Next, I start in the ones column and I count my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 1 digit, so I can just write my 8. Then I count my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I have 1 digit, so I just write it in the 10 spot. And then I count my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's pretty easy when you do not have to regroup. Let's try one with regrouping. So again, I start in the ones column. I make sure my numbers are lined up. And then I can draw my picture. I always draw my picture. So I have 9 ones. And then I have 2 in the tens place, so I have 2 tens. And I have 6 in the hundreds. And then again, I have 2 lines in my plus sign. So that means I have to draw the top number and the bottom number. So I need 6 ones. Five tens, and 3 ones. Now it's very important that I start counting in the ones digit. I never start counting in the hundreds or the tens. Always start in the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I cannot write 15 in the one spot because I have two digits. So this is when I regroup. I count my ones until I get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to take these ones, 10 ones, and I'm going to trade them or regroup for a 10. So I take these and I regroup them and I made this 10 right here. I make sure I draw it right next door before I count my ones again. Now I can count my ones that are left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ones. And I added a 10 over here. Then I count my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I have one digit, so it can just stay like that. Count my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer is 985. And I had to regroup these tens, had to go, or these ones had to go next door, and it made 110. 10 ones equals 110. Alright, let's try another one. Again, my numbers are lined up. I start in the ones column and I make my top number. I have 3 ones. I have 5 tens. And I have 4 hundreds. Now I have 2 lines, which means I have to draw 2 pictures. So I draw the top one and the bottom one. So now I have 1, 1, 8 tens, and 2 hundreds. Okay, I start counting in the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not have enough to regroup, so I just bring it on down right here. Then I count my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can't write 13 in the tens column. I have 2 digits, so I have to regroup. I count 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I circle my 10 tens up. And I go next door and I make another 100. So here's my new 100. I took these 10 tens and I made this 100 right here. So I'm going to draw my 100 right here. Then I can count my tens. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 right here. And now I count my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my answer is 734. Alright, last one. If I have my numbers written like this on a test or on my paper, I need to make sure I write them this way. That's very important. I can't figure out which number goes in which spot if it's written this way. So I always make sure they're lined up this way. Again, I have a plus sign, 2 lines, so I draw both pictures. I start with the top one. I have 7 ones. I have 6 tens. And I have 5 hundreds. So now I'm going to draw my bottom number. I have 7 ones. I have 1 10 and 4 hundreds. Again, I start counting in the ones column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I cannot write 14 in this ones column. I have 2 digits, so I have to regroup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always trade 10. So here's my 10, and I just go right next door. I have 10 ones, so I get to regroup to make 1 10. Draw it next door right here. Then I can count my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 left over. Count my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I do not have enough to regroup. Then I count my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer is 984. Remember, total and altogether, these words tell us to add. For example, if it says how many cupcakes did the kids eat in total, when you see that word total, that means you should add. How many kids were at the movies all together? You are putting the group together, so that means you are going to add. Go ahead and try these problems on your paper. Make sure you draw the picture.